All right, you guys, so if you don't know, I had an Instagram poll probably a few days ago. So probably end up posting this video obviously a few days from whenever I take the poll, obviously. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a maintenance video on the 2020 Honda Accord 2.0 Turbo. So basically, first things first, you wanna take off your oil cap. It should be located right up here. Now, all these things you don't have to do step by step, you can do them on your own. But this is just the things that I've been taught. Take off your oil cap, sit it somewhere not in the engine bay, because once you either lift up the car, it can fall somewhere down in here. Whenever something falls in the engine bay, it's always a bitch to try and find it. Go ahead and check your air filter, these two notches, these two latches. All right, so I don't know where the video ended at, but like I said, I'm doing the air filter now. So obviously you pop off these two latches here. Again, I might be saying this and I already said it, but I don't remember where it left off at. But I'm gonna go ahead and just rip open your bag. Go ahead and pop it back in. All right, put that one back in. Go ahead and close your air box. You have two notches back here. You're gonna want to go ahead and just seat them right back in perfectly. Then go ahead and close this. Just recording the video from my YouTube channel. And then obviously you're gonna go ahead and fill up like your washer fluid. This right here is your coolant reservoir. If you see this hose right down there, it actually feeds straight to your radiator. So people have the misconception that, well, a lot of people don't know that this is actually your coolant reservoir. You obviously have your radiator here. So we're not gonna do that right now because I have all the stuff at home. And typically whenever you do go to a dealership, all they do is put water in both of these. And what happens when you put water in cold temperatures? It tends to freeze. So I'm not gonna go ahead and do that right now. I'm gonna go ahead and fill the fluids up when I get home. That's a little food for thought for you guys. Next I'm gonna hop into the cabin of the car and do the cabin air filter, and then we're gonna do a battery test. All right, so since we're here in the cabin now, this again is not a Honda genuine part. You can go ahead and order this again from Napa, O'Reilly's, AutoZone, whoever you're gonna get it from. This is the part number for this. I'll go ahead and leave it in the beginning of the video, that way you guys can see it. But for the cabin, you're gonna go ahead and pop off this clip here, pop it back. It's gonna sound like it's broken, but it's not. Push this side in here, push this in all the way. The whole entire thing will drop. You will see right here, this is going to be the plastic covering for your cabin air filter. Pop the clip off here, pop it here. Whole thing should fall down. Pull this one out. As you can see, it's fairly dirty. Doesn't really need to be replaced right now, but I already have the part in. You really don't want to get this too dirty. I mean, this right here is what you breathe, hence the title cabin air filter. It's in the cabin of your vehicle. You're breathing all this dirt and grody grit, whatever. You're breathing all this stuff in, basically. You want to go ahead and replace that. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this open. It's very simple. Rinse and repeat. Make sure the arrows are facing upwards or downwards, whichever way you get them. Place it right back in. Here, self-explanatory. Arrows down. Push each side in. You hear those claps? They're not claps. You hear those the cracks go in, so you know it's all seated. And then here, you go ahead and pop those two sides right back in. Then on this side, you just do the same thing. Pop that back in. Put all the stuff back in your glove box. Take your trash out. Now, just those 2 steps alone would go ahead and save you guys roughly 40-60 bucks. Not taking money away from the dealership, just letting you guys know, food for thought if you want to do it yourself. Typically a dealership will charge you upwards between 20-30 bucks for a cabin air filter. Engine air filter you can get probably for 10-15 bucks. You can probably get it at the AutoZone or Rally's, whoever you get it from, for 10 to 15 bucks. Save yourself a couple dollars. This video, I'm gonna try and be as informative as possible. So now we're gonna go ahead and jack the car up. I'm gonna show you where all the jack points are and then what tools you'll need to take off the oil filter, the drain plug, and to take off the splash shield as well. I'm gonna get to that now. Also, before I forget, this is the battery testing tool that typically almost every dealership would have. You can get your own battery tester. It doesn't have to be that one specifically, but you're gonna go ahead and figure out where your co-cranking gaps are. It's typically somewhere on here. Obviously the top of your battery. Sometimes it'd be hella dirty, so always clean your engine bay. You see this engine bay is cleaned up. Clean your engine bay. It's very easy. You go through a car wash. If you can go to a self car wash, you can do it yourself. Pop your hood, clean out your engine bay. So this one is reading 620. I'm gonna go ahead and check all this. Let it do its test. Now this is reading 776 out of 620, so clearly it's a good battery. Go ahead and print this. That way we have it for our own records. It's already going to be in the system since the bin is already ran. Go ahead and take that off. And now you can go ahead and jack the car up for you guys. And your jack points are going to be on these like little indents that you'll see, obviously, like this one here, and then the same over here. Make sure it's obviously sitting flush inside. And then you're gonna come up here and you're gonna remove this pan right here and this little one right here. This splash shield is obviously covering your catalytic converter, your pipe, and then it's gonna be turned all the way down to your resonator right here. So in the video, I don't know if you guys remember, but I had unbolted my exhaust from here, from that bolt right there, and had it just dumping right there. So I just took off all this right here. So if you guys ever wondered how it looks underneath your Accord, this is how it would look. You remove these mufflers right here, this resonator, then you have another resonator. You guys would be good. You wouldn't have any check engine lights because it's not connecting to the catalytic converter, which is right up there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off these three little rivets, not rivets, screws, whatever you want to call them. Take them off and then take off this oil filter and show you guys which oil filter, if you guys don't do the Honda OEM oil filter, and the drain plug as well. Obviously you see engine oil, so this is going to be a 17 millimeter socket, and I'll show you guys how to take all that off as well. All right, got this one cracked loose, so go ahead and twist it off. This oil is a little dirty, which is fine. It's on this like 10K oil change. It's going to be the second oil change that it's ever had. I know that because I do all the maintenance on all of our vehicles in the fleet, aside from the Audi, until I get the scan tool for it, because you have to put that one in, I believe, maintenance mode. Don't correct me, I could be wrong. Go ahead and, my bad you guys, just cleaned up that right there. I'm gonna work our way back here to the drain plug. then we're just gonna go ahead and one hand. All right, and so while I'm letting the oil drain now, I try to crack it loose with one hand. That was not gonna happen. That shit was tight as fuck on there. Gonna go ahead and lube this up right here. Get some of your oil from off your car, from wherever you get it from. You can put like the new oil from your jug or whatever you're gonna get to put your oil on. Obviously, lube it all up. Make sure it looks all shiny, clean. This right here, oil filter, is gonna be A16, FL A16 for Motorcraft. I'll go ahead and put all that in the beginning of the video as well, and in the description. My bad, you guys. There we go. Go ahead and clean all this up right here. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Go ahead and clean up that drain bolt as well. And go ahead and put it right back on. Go ahead and tighten this up, clean all this up for you guys. And then put this cover right back on. And then do the tire rotation as well. What you're gonna do is rotate these back ones, these front ones to the back and back to the front. Check the brake pads, and I'll show you guys all that as well. All right, so when you get ready to take off your lug nuts, you're gonna go ahead and need a 19-inch socket for your impact, if you have an impact. And then you're also gonna obviously need your wheel lock key. And then again, like I said, you're gonna rotate front to back, back to front. Check tread depth, or yeah, you want to check your tread depth and your brakes as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the brake depth. Fucking shit, I keep getting this shit confused. Get the brake measurements and the tread depth, and get all that out the way, and then flip flop, put it back on the ground, torque the tires down, and that'll basically be the end of this video. Go ahead and get all that done now, and then just basically wrap up the video for you guys. All right, now that I went ahead and rotated the tires, you're gonna go ahead and get your 70 foot-pound torque stick. This is an 80, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple of Dougas. You don't want your torque stick to go ahead and stop, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit it. I'm gonna go ahead and do this with two hands so I can go ahead and get it done. Or never mind, my guy's gonna go ahead and hold it on there for me. Get a report for me. You want to go in a star formation, the correct way to do it. And yeah, you do that all the way around. And I forgot to tell you guys, you want to set these tires at between 32 to 35 pounds. If you go a couple over, or if it's a couple less, don't worry. It's natural. Your tires are going to heat up. They're going to deflate on their own. But you have a problem when it is down about 10 PSI, then you possibly have a slow leak. Or you can have somebody that's just fucking with your valve stem, letting air out of your tire. So I'm going to go ahead and torque all these down to 80. I'm going to drop the car down, torque all the tires to 80 pounds. You don't want to do anything over 80. 75 is a recommended. 80 you can do. It's not going to fuck with your studs. It's not going to snap anything on the inside. So you go ahead and do all that, then you're going to drop it down, torque the tires, and you're going to do 5 quarts of 0W20. Either you can do synthetic or full synthetic. So go ahead and knock all that out, and show you guys when it's all dropped down. Peace. All right, so I forgot to record me torquing the tires, but you guys have to take my word for it. Next, I already put the oil in, so now you're just gonna go ahead and check your dipstick.
Oh, I need that tire now. I'm supposed to be working on that thing.
And as long as it's clean and it's not above the second line, obviously you guys will be able to see it better at home when you guys do it yourselves. As long as you don't overfill it, like I said, this motor itself, 2.0 turbo, takes 5 quarts of 0W20. then you guys should be good. I mean, you guys seen all the other maintenance. You guys seen me do the battery test, engine filter, cabin filter. You guys just haven't seen me replace the. You haven't seen me replace the windshield washer fluid and the coolant, which I'm gonna go ahead and do at home. I won't record that, but go ahead and do that you guys yourself. If you want, you can put water in both of them. I personally don't do that because, again, like I said, water freezes and it's cold typically where we live at, aside from the summertime or whatever. But now everything is all done. I'm gonna go ahead and take it home. And again, thank you guys for subscribing and watching the videos. And I'll have another video out after this one about the Ram and then the Audi as well. So again, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace. Alright guys, so by the title of the thumbnail or however it goes, I haven't recorded a video since the last one of the Audi getting straight pipe. So bear with me, getting back into it for you guys. So today I'm gonna go ahead and do about a 3-4 month review on our 2019 Ram 1500 night appearance package.